and this is Boujee Crochet Wearables, and it's finished. I got the Summer Breeze Raglan by Becky completely finished, and I'm here to show that to you today. So thank you for joining me for this episode. Ways you can connect with me are all down in the description box below. And anything I mention, like this top and the next one on my list, will also be down in the description box below. So as you can see, I have finished the sleeves, and I had shown you last episode that I finished the body of the top. So it is completely done, and I absolutely love it. So let me just refresh your memory as to the yarn that I used. I used the Shine Sport Weight yarn that I got from Knit Picks, and it is 60% Pima cotton and 40% modal, made from beechwood fiber. Very, very soft yarn, and this one is in the colorway Wisteria. I don't know if I should hold it closer. It kind of washes it out a little bit, but it is a very pale lavender color, and I really like it. It is very soft. It is thick. I'm not sure that I could wear it in the heat of summer, but if I'm in a place where there's air conditioning, I probably could. It is, because it's sport weight, it is a little thick. Obviously, crochet does make a thick fabric, but it is still very soft and light and airy. I'm actually not wearing any kind of camisole or anything underneath, so I think the stitches are just fine for that, not too holy, but the detail on the sleeve is really nice. So I'm gonna stand back and let you see the full shirt if I can. There you go. So there you go. There is the top, and it does hit right here. There's the top of my waistband. It comes just below it, which I like, and yeah, it's got this pretty detail that matches the sleeve, and I'm very happy with the way it turns out. And as I said, I think that it is close enough. It's half double crochet. I think they're close enough. Used a small enough hook for this yarn that I don't really need anything underneath. It's just long enough. If I raise my arms, it's not too high. Now, most of my pants that I wear, because I am long-waisted, are high-waisted, so that's why I'm able to make tops a little bit shorter. Although I do, if they're longer, I do like to tuck them in the front of my jeans or my pants, but because this one had such a nice edging at the bottom, I wanted it shorter, so I didn't tuck it in and hide that pretty edging. I have 2.5 or 2 and a little bit, maybe a little more than half skeins left. I started, I forgot, I think I started out with 6. I think that's right. And these are 50-gram balls, 110 yards. I might have started out with more than that. I'll have to check, double check and see. And if I can find it, I'll put it in the description box below. I did buy the recommended amount of yarn for the pattern. And I did make the, I made the medium size, although for the number of rows, I followed the extra large size, but I would have made a small had I used the yarn that the pattern called for, which was, I think it was a DK weight yarn, and this yarn is thinner. And I went down a hook size, a full hook size, and so I had to go up to making the medium. And because of, well, that's because of the stitch gauge and because of the row gauge, I had to follow the extra large row counts. But anyway, I'll show you the back where it hits on the back right there. There is no short rows done on the back. And yeah, I love the little raglan detail and the detail on the sleeve. So very happy with this pattern, the way it turned out with the yarn from Knit Picks. Really, really soft and lovely on the skin, and light enough that it would be great when spring comes back around. I think it'll be nice for fall in this really pretty color. Yeah, like I said, I don't know, because it is a thicker fabric, that I would wear it in the heat of summer. But it will definitely be nice for fall and then again spring. So yeah, very happy. Encourage you to check out Becky Mately's pattern on Ravelry, which is linked below. So what is up for the next pattern that I am going to be working on? So this pattern was part of a voting survey. I put 3 patterns up, I think it was 3, and had people vote to which one to do. This was the Summer Breeze Raglan was the winner. I do want to get to the other tops that were in that survey voting, but I do want to move. All of those were short sleeves, and even though you could probably make them longer sleeves, I do want to move to a pattern that I saw recently. So I have been following Olga Poltava. She has a YouTube channel. I think she's been on YouTube for several years. I have been following her for a while, and she has posted a little bit about her story of kind of getting into, well, I would say losing her crojo, just getting into a crochet slump. So she is a single mom trying to make a living with crochet, selling patterns in an Etsy shop, and she does tutorials. She's got some beautiful designs, and she has a design for an oversized sweater. And so I'll link her YouTube channel below. You can check out all her other designs, kind of hear her story about what she has been going through recently, and also to her Etsy shop where, yeah, I would love for you all, if you want to join me in making her design, maybe support her shop by getting the pattern and crocheting along with me, but also if you could just give her design or her shop a favorite. Just hit the heart favorite, either the design that I'm going to be making, that oversized sweater, or give her shop a heart. And I know it will help her out greatly. And that's one of the things I love to do. One of the reasons I am taking a course on tech editing, because I want to help crochet designers get their patterns and get really good quality patterns out to the public. And so, and help people like Olga make a living doing a crochet. So I just encourage you, if you haven't been following her, if you don't know who she is, check out her channel and give her Etsy shop a favorite. So I will put a link to the specific pattern that I'm going to be doing. I will put a picture here of what that sweater looks like. And I showed in my last podcast the yarn I'm going to be using, but I will show that to you now. All right, so if you have been following me on my podcast, I went to North Carolina, so I was kind of away for a couple of weeks because it was just hard to put up a video and get videos done while I was there. But my husband did surprise me with a trip to one of the local yarn shops there in North Carolina, in Raleigh, and it is called Oak City Fibers. And I bought some yarn specifically for Olga's oversized sweater. So the first thing I bought was this yarn from a company called Perennial, and it is a fingering weight yarn. It is 60% superwash merino, 25% Surrey alpaca, and 15% nylon. And you can see the yardage, 97 yards there. And this colorway is called silver. I'm pretty sure that it is called silver. Yes, so this is the colorway silver. So I bought that. I bought 2 skeins of this. The pattern calls for 2,400 yards in my size. Now, and it seems like a lot, and I'll get to it in a minute. I really, for these 2, it only is right at about 1,000 yards. So I'm hoping that if I do it cropped again, and I have short arms, so I'm hoping I can get by with only 1,000 of this, and you hold it double. So really, if you cut the 2,400 in half, I need 1,200 because you hold it double with another 1,000 yards. And so I bought this. It is from a North Carolina local dyeing company called Queen City Yarn, and it is from Charlotte, North Carolina. It is, and this is 75% Surrey alpaca and 25% silk, and it is if I can pull it out here, it is a very thin yarn that I will hold double with this, and make that oversized sweater. So I bought 2 skeins of this. It is approximately in 50 grams, 459 yards. So quite a bit under the 1,000 to go with this. But like I said, I am really hoping I can squeak that out. If not, Oak City Fiber does ship. And so I can get online. They've got an online shop and they will ship. And hopefully then I can, if I need to, pick up another skein of this and another skein of that. So that is my plan for the oversized sweater by Olga Poltava. I think it's Poltava. Anyway, I hope I'm not saying that wrong, but I will, like I said, it's in the description box below. And just really hope that, you would want to join me. If so, I would love it if you send me photos of your progress, your finished project, your finished sweater, and I would love to be able to put your photos into the series as we make this sweater together. So and I'm thinking as well, if you don't want to hold yarns double like that, if you get a sport weight or a DK weight yarn and adjust and work for the gauge with the hook size, then you can do that. That it doesn't have to be this particular yarn, even that yarn weight, as long as you can meet gauge and adjust it according to the hook size is one of the easiest ways to do it. Yes, you still want it to be flowy, but because it's going to be an oversized sweater, then a bigger yarn might work just as well. But yeah, would love for you to try it out and join me. And as I said, if you email me photos, I'm happy to share those with everyone as we work through this project together. So look forward to that. So the next episode that you will see will be my progress as I begin to work on the oversized sweater. So thanks for joining me for this episode, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, y'all.